What's up, guys? Welcome back to Watch Chris. I am Chris. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's very helpful and I very much appreciate it. Today we're doing a top 5 list. It's really a list of 5 watches at 5 different price points. We're going to be doing a $100 price point, $500, $1,000, $3,000, and then we're going up to $5,000. So this is a list of 5 watches that I think are the best at those price points. So essentially the best watch that you can get at $100 up to $5,000. I'm not limiting myself to any specific genre, so I could choose anything, a dress watch, a dive watch, a chronograph, it really doesn't matter. And also it could be on the gray market, on the used market, or brand new. It just depends on the price that they're currently going for. So let's talk about my 5 choices at 5 different price points and what I think are the best that you can get at those price points. So the first category that we're tackling here is the $100 price point. And to be honest, this is probably the most difficult price point to come up with a very good watch to choose. And I had to choose a G-Shock in this category, the GA2100. And there are a few different reasons why I chose this watch. Number one, it's a G-Shock. It's one of those gateway drugs into watch collecting. Also, it's a rugged watch. You get 200 meters of water resistance, you get tons of functionality, and of course, it is shock resistant. Now, all that functionality is great. However, this is also a good looking watch. And one of the reasons why I chose this watch at the $100 price point is because you can get these for around $100, and there are tons of people out there that love to mod these watches. There's a few different reasons. They look like a Royal Oak, so that's why they call it a Casio. And you can get tons of different kits, make them metal, do whatever you want with them. You make it personalized to yourself. And I think that's pretty cool. And I think that's part of the watch collecting journey. I think everybody goes through that stage where they want to mod something. So you can get a standard Casio and then build upon that and make something a little bit different, something that sort of expresses yourself. And as you do that, it does become more expensive. That's just sort of how watch collecting goes. Next on this list is a watch that I absolutely love. It is the Citizen ProMaster Dive Automatic. This is an amazing everyday watch. It's ISO certified. You get 200 meters of water resistance. It now comes with a sapphire crystal and of course an upgraded bracelet. This is one of the most rugged watches that money can buy, and you can get these for well under the $500 price point that I'm talking about right now. In fact, if you want to get an Eco Drive version, you could probably get one around $200, and the automatics start at around $300. If you go on the used market, obviously you can get those a lot less. However, I'm talking about prices as new. They go up to around $500 or $600 if you want to get a bracelet. However, no matter how you get this watch, it is going to be reliable. It's automatic. It's getting an 8 series Miyota movement. The new ones do hack. And like I said, you do get that sapphire crystal. Stainless steel cases, and they're around 44 millimeters. They're coming in smaller versions now. However, that 44 millimeter case is a little bit deceiving. It does wear smaller than its dimensions. And obviously this is an excellent dive watch and everyday watch for someone who's looking for something very rugged. And I think at that $500 price point, there's really no other watches that even come close. The next category is $1,000. And I have to say, this is also a very difficult category to choose just one watch. There are tons of watches out there that you can get on the secondary market for around $1,000 that are just amazing. So I'm going to choose the Swatch Blancpain Collab. No, I'm joking. Absolutely not. I am not choosing that watch. I am choosing 2 watches, and they are both Tissot's. Now, you guys know I love Tissot, and there is no surprise that a Tissot, or at least one Tissot, would show up on this list. I'm going to be choosing the Citadel, a watch that I was blown away by quality-wise. Just the fit finishing quality of that watch for under $1,000 is mind-blowing. They only need to come out with a tamed version, one that looks black and white. They came out with one with a carbon fiber case. I think it looks awesome. Now they need to come out with a stainless steel version with a black dial and a black bezel and they will fly off the shelves. And they could probably make it even less expensive than $1,000 because that $1,000 watch is in carbon fiber. Now, I do think that that carbon fiber version with the yellow accents, the red and the blue accents, or the blue carbon fiber that they made is an excellent watch at that price. $1,000 all day long. 200 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal, Powermatic 80, everything you want in a very sporty, very fun dive watch. So if they came out with a little bit more of a serious version, I think that would be incredible. The second Tissot here is, of course, the PRX Powermatic 80. There is no watch out there that can compete with this watch at the price that they sell it. This comes in at $725 on the bracelet, and I do suggest getting it on the bracelet. You can get an aftermarket strap for these watches now, and there are plenty of brands that sell them. This is a thin dress sports watch with 100 meters of water resistance. You get a beautiful textured hobnail dial, that Powermatic 80 sapphire crystal, and you can get it in 35 millimeters or you can get it in 40 millimeters. I personally like both sizes. I think they work great on any wrist. I have a 7.5 inch wrist, and I could pull off the 35 millimeter or I could pull off the 40 millimeter. Great watches for well under $1,000. This is where you're entering that luxury realm. It's sort of the beginning of luxury watches, or what people consider luxury watches. And I'm going to choose a watch that I think is amazing. It's the Hydro Conquest from Longines. This is the GMT that I'm talking about. That is automatic. You're getting 300 meters of water resistance. It's a 41 millimeter case. You're getting an in-house, or it is proprietary to Longines, their own GMT movement, which is a traveler's GMT or a true GMT, whatever you want to call it. And you're getting a ceramic bezel. You're getting on-the-fly micro adjust. You're getting a beautiful bracelet, a beautiful clasp, and really the overall design, the redesign of the Hydro Conquest, I think is a hit. It's a great looking watch at a great looking price, actually under $3,000. I've always liked the Hydro Conquest. Since they've done this remodel of this watch, I think it is phenomenal. They are great watches for a great price. So last but not least, we are at the $5,000 category. And again, I'm going to give you two watches from one brand. Really, I could come up with three watches from this brand. However, I'm going to give you only two, and I'll mention the third just to give you an idea of where I was going with this. However, I'm going to talk about Omega. I'm going to talk about the Seamaster and the Speedmaster. Now, both of these watches you can get for well under $5,000 used, but there are versions that are new that you can get around $5,000 as well. If you're looking at the Seamaster 300 Professional or the Speedmaster Professional is around $53.50, somewhere in that range. You get great, iconic watches from an iconic brand for around $5,000. The Speedmaster obviously went to the moon. You have a chronograph function, beautiful bracelet on these watches. Even the professional version still gets a really great bracelet. And then of course the Seamaster, you get on the fly micro adjust, you get another great bracelet. 200 meters of water resistance. Depending on the one that you're getting, you can get up to 300 meters of water resistance in that price range. Usually if you go a little bit more, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. You might pay a little bit more than $5,000, but there are tons of Seamasters to choose from. I would choose the Seamaster Professional 300 because you could actually buy that new, but there is also the Heritage 300 that is available that you can definitely get for around $5,000 very easily with the blue dial. Those are very good looking watches at excellent prices. So you really cannot go wrong with an Omega. However, I will mention the Aquaterra as well here because the Aquaterra is again in that $5,000 price range, and that is a really great everyday watch. It's the Seamaster Aquaterra, however, it has a little bit less water resistance than a Seamaster. There's tons of different versions out there. There's anti-magnetic versions, there's world time versions. However, I would just say a bog standard time and date. You can get those for around $5,000 in new condition, and they are fantastic everyday watches. Again, out of the three though, I probably would go with the Seamaster or of course the Speedmaster. You cannot go wrong with either of those watches. You're getting an iconic watch, again, from an iconic brand for around $5,000. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think down in the comments below. What do you think of my list? What do you think you would have chosen? Tell me what you would have chosen for your 5 watches down in the description. I want to hear what you guys think about my list, and tell me what you would have chosen or what you would have done differently in your list. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, do all that good stuff. It is really helpful for my channel, and I very much appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.